Hey guys, we're back again. I'm MWS and welcome back to season number 7 of the FIFA 21 Grimsby Town to Glory, and today we have a huge one because I know another video should have come out maybe yesterday or should have come out today, but if the video doesn't work, which it kind of looks like it isn't going to, this should be out instead as we tackle the start of the season anyway. So I'm not that disappointed. Smash a like if you are excited. Go ahead and watch the episodes before this, of course, because you want to know what happened last season going into this one, as of course we have a pre-season tournament. Calagri, Fiorentina and Istanbul Başakşehir, which is in Italy, I think, this tournament. 9 million in it, and we've got a lot of stuff to go, so smash the like button definitely as we begin. And we are going to tackle the questions. First one from JBack Gaming saying sign Lunin please, because he doesn't like Chevalier and he is the Ukrainian Van der Sar. Please sign him. I hate to let you down here, mate, but I think he's maybe going to go to last choice if we do need another keeper if Chevalier leaves, because we've had him before. We had him at the Ibar save last year for a long time. We grew him from when he was little too, when he got to really high rated. And of course Real Madrid to Grimsby Town. I know we're a Premier League team, but that really doesn't ring any bells in realism, so I don't know about that one. As Caleb gets the third question in a row saying try utilise the reserves and bench for most games. That is what I'm going to try and do this year on this save. Youth players, you saw in the last episode, if you've seen it by now, I used a lot of them in the last couple of games and they played well. One of them, when I played the whole rotator team, got a 5-1 win, so I know I've got some good youth here. I think I've got to play them more, and that is what I want to do this year. As the last question is off topic, but George Ryan says Atletico Bilbao career mode can bring through youth in Spain, can bring back Griezmann, Azpilicueta or Yarzabal, and I think it would be really good. I think that would actually be a great save as well, but the only problem with that is Ibar. I've got connections to them from my first ever career mode save, and they are direct rivals, so I don't know, I'd be open to it, but it's down to you guys if you want to see me switch or not, because of course if you guys are Ibar fans, still subscribe to the channel, I don't think you'd be happy with that, but I might be wrong, as today we're going to show you everything. First and foremost, the finances, which I forgot to show you last year, and then of course it's going to be transfer time, as we have 50 million. Yes, we can probably have a lot more than that if we let players out. We've got a huge squad at the moment with 131 in the wage budget. I think that's okay for a Premier League surviving side, but I don't know if they want us to survive this year or push on. It says mid-table, as the youth development's huge as well this year. 3 players younger than 20 with higher potential than the ones currently in the squad. They want a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder and forward. Not another goalkeeper, please. And then one who's going to go into the starting 11 long term, as I want a crucial defender. Already one step ahead. That is definitely what I want myself, as 3 wins away from home in a streak is going to be a challenge, as mid-table is definitely going to be a challenge. Want to try and push for it though and reach the round of 16, which I think we can do. And then the financial one we've finally been let off with. Make 2 million from young players, which is definitely something I want to do straight away. And speaking of youth players, I forgot to go to the academy. We have some right here, and I think I'm going to promote one definitely. Thomas Neal, a left back, want to get him out on loan, so I'm going to promote him straight to the senior team. Looks pretty decent, and of course I want to focus more on youth this year. And Riley Hills, I'm not going to promote him just yet, but looks very decent because he's 6'6". I don't know if he's going to reach a good rating. 17 and 58, which isn't the best, but then again, that height just intrigues me. Leave the other guys to still grow, as I'm going to go to Squad Hub very, very briefly, because I ran through it last episode right at the end. So Chevalier wants to stay, and I want Evans as my backup. These 3 keepers, transfer listed 2 of them and loan listed Gretson. I'm going to be more ruthless with transfer listing. If I want to sell you, I'm going to try and sell you with Hammerline the same. Mola, Neil, I'm going to loan this right now, and Jackson I want to keep. Pollock I want to keep. Mitchell loan list. Fisher transfer, I've never really used him. Lewis I want to keep. Alvaro loan. Howard Bellis, Ivan and Kaya keep. Stacey, I'm going to try and get him as a rotational and get a new right back in. Lacey I'm going to transfer list. Smith I'm going to just not loan out. Alonso I am. Todd Cantwell I'm going to keep. Doyle keep. Hove keep. McEwen loan out again, and Pope with Brick. Tried to transfer list. Macmillan as a backup. Lewis Wing transfer listed. Dowell. McNamee is going to stay. Maloney. Brooks Osborne's going to leave right now. And Barry Leach, a player I wanted to get onto. I've transfer listed him stupidly. Want to keep 22-year-old 75 rated, another youth player. And finally, Bakker, Balogun, Semenyo, Jeffco all stay apart from Bakker, who's going to go transferred, as Burke also is transferred to Crystal Palace. I hate to see him go back to the Championship, but that is what he's going to do. And I think he flourishes there as well, as we have a Fiorentina first, a team that I always see just going around in Serie A, not really threatening anything, to be fair. And I think Dortmund and Leipzig are on the other side of the group, so we've done well there. And as for the season, I've already had a look at this, and to be fair, we have got probably the best run-in to the start of the season we could have ever asked for. No big teams for a while. We've got Watford first, which we'll try and play today. Leicester after that, Aston Villa, Fulham. Then we've got Brighton, Arsenal, which is going to be difficult. Southampton, Tottenham, Sheffield United and Chelsea. But I want to show you the new teams as well. Forgot to show you the new teams that are joining us in our division, as they are, like I just said, the Blade, Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest back up. They usually come rock bottom, so hopefully that takes a relegation place out for us, although I do want to push on. And the next one is a big one I can't wait to play. Leeds United, just below us in that league. I can't wait to play them. I feel like that and Fulham are going to be his rivals, as Fulham actually did survive the drop. Burnley going down, and Burnley have a lot of high-rated players, so something to look forward to. Might try and steal a couple of them. As we've got a loan deal straight away, let's kick off the day with a offer for Ismail. He's 16-year-old, 62 rated, which I think is really good, and I'm just going to put a 1-year loan deal on him. Go out. And of course, I haven't showed you the transfer shortlist yet, because of course I want to keep you in suspense. Number 1, and I want to get some more money in as well. 50 million's good, but it's only really enough for one player, isn't it, in today's market? As this is the game for Fiorentina. Evans in goal, Stacey, Howard, Bellis, Alvarado and Mola. Going to switch it up to get more youth players a chance, and some players who have already been at the World Cup are still there and are already fit, with Cantwell, Hove, Pope and Barry Leach at the right hand side of midfield. Want to use him a little bit with Dowell and Balogun. You can see there's a little change to the formation as well. It's the ones with cams, but I also have pushed them a bit more out wide, so they are playing as wide midfielders, but basically further forward and a little more central than they would be. So hopefully that helps a little bit as well. As we're going to quick sim this, they've got the likes of Stark in defence, Iron Man himself. As can we get a result? We do! A 2-0 win, and Barry Leach getting a goal in his first game, 70 minutes in, and Stacey getting the other. A player I was thinking about replacing, so he did very, very well down the right hand side against Fiorentina. Very nice start to the tournament, as I am going to try and get some signings done before the next one, as Talleres have come in for Junior Fisher. It's below, no, it's over his evaluation, just as this guy's just never got a chance here, has he? And I think I'm going to just put him out of his misery. Could get a little bit more, but I'm not going to try and trouble them. He's going to, who was it? It's Club Atletico Talleres. And good luck to you, Junior. You've been shackled to Grimsby for ages. He did need saving, didn't he? As there's a lot of free agents there who look quite decent. But there's 3 players on my list right here, and I want to sign each and every one of them if I can. There's 2 free agents in Felix Nemecha. He looks absolutely great. 4-star, 3-star. Alex Benea, I think that's how it's pronounced. 3-star, 4-star, 5'9", a Spaniard who can, well, help Ivan a little bit, try and stay. But I think the first one I'm going to go for is Lloyd Kelly. Like Stacey and Brooks, another Bournemouth, I think, youth player this time, and he is at West Brom at the moment. Just got relegated to the Championship in his prime at 27, 80 rated, 6'3", a lot taller than Clinton Mola, and has better pace. So yes, he isn't Doig, he isn't Gaia, who's now 90 rated at Chelsea, but I think he can do a job. Get him on a crucial, get another right back in, because of course we don't have the most money. This is going to be a big chunk of his budget, and then spend elsewhere. I really did want to get Josh Doig back, but I'm not going to, of course, tell Lloyd Kelly that, as yeah, he had a release clause of like 80 million, and his normal one was about 69, so it was very difficult to try and buy him. As I'm going to offer just below and be cheeky, because they are, of course, in the Championship, so hopefully they do let us off, and they do. Slavan, you good man, 1.5 million off. That's a pretty decent bit of business, I think, if we can get this guy in. Another 80 rated as well in the defence. I'm just thinking maybe we need a centre-back as well if Ivan does decide to leave, which I don't want him to do. Important role, I will accept. He is better than Mola ratings-wise, and I think hopefully playing-wise with a 3-year contract to add on to that. No release clause, that is perfect. Accept that as well. And then it's just a wage, which I think is perfect. Lloyd Kelly is the first signing of Season 7 for the Mariners to try and kick us up the league. And also, if anyone's wondering where Joshua Hale went after his heroics of last episode, I did release him. He turned 21, that's why whilst I was simming games on, I thought if he's 21 I'm not really going to get to play with him much, am I? He was like 61 rated anyway, with Alonso now going out on loan to Torino. And Jeff got a 4.4 million bid from PSV. Now, he's a good third choice. Now Burke's gone, so I am going to reject that. I was open to it if we had another striker, but we don't at this moment in time. So if we do get another one, he can leave, but for now, he's staying. The next team's got even more rotation in for Istanbul. Gretarsson, Stacey, Pollock, Lewis and Kelly come straight in. Macmillan and Pope in the midfield with Leach, McNamee, Alonso and Semenyo just before Alonso goes out on loan to Torino in the MLS. So I think that's a decent move for him, as hopefully we can move up and progress in the pre-season tournament, as the next opponent doesn't have enough players to play the next match. So we get a 3-0 win. Okay. It's a rage quit. I mean, I do see that sometimes in pre-season when teams, of course, are selling loads of players, but I didn't expect it right there. So that's a bit of a shock, as it is Cagliari up next. Fisher has left as well to go to the Athletic Club Tavares, as Alonso's gone out on loan as well. So one more change for this team. I think it might just do it automatically, though. Maybe it's Todd Cantwell. No, it's Dowell on the left. So I'll just leave that to be, as Cagliari, can we get 3 wins out of 3 in pre-season? Would be a very good start, but no, we don't. It was a rotated team anyway, as Sauer gets the goal for Cagliari to win. A little bit rough that, but not really bothered, as it is Nantes who we play next, not Dortmund or Leipzig, so one of them two must have got knocked out in this tournament. Very, very weird to see that, as we've got a lot of players being scouted as well. You can see one in particular is a free agent who I would really like to sign, as I'm still looking at these two as well. Felix Nemecha and Alex Biena. I want to see how they progress. And here it comes. A big bid. 84 million for Ivan Conde Al Salado. I knew it was coming, and to be fair, I'm trying to prepare another player to come in for him once he leaves. 20-year-old, 83 rated. These are the team that took Matt Gehi as well, but I am going to, of course, be the devil and be cheeky to try and get more money out of Paris, because I think he is worth a lot more than that. We've got the new suit and tie on as well, if you haven't seen that already. Actually, no, it hasn't saved it. Damn it, we haven't got the new suit and tie, as I'm going to offer 100 million. It said I could go up to 122, but I am going to just offer 100. Will PSG accept that? That is a big bid, and they do. Pochettino's desperate for Ivan, and he may leave the club for 100 million. Grimsby Town getting 100 million. Insane water cash, as this is the team for Nantes. Gretarsson, Stacey, Howard, Bellis, Alvarado, Jackson, Pope, McEwen, Maloney, McNamee, Dal and Semenyo. Actually, I'm going to make one more change, in fact. I'm going to put Chevalier in goal, just because it's a simulated game, and I don't want to end up losing it, because I want a little bit more money. I'm greedy for money now. I've just known I've accepted a bid for 100 million, so this pre-season tournament can get us roughly about 10 million more. So we're going to go for it against a good French team who have knocked one of the big German teams out. Can we get a result? We do! 2-1 as Dowell scores, Moustache scores for them. What a name, Moustache. And McNamee, the Cam, getting a goal for us. Both Cams coming out on top. As it's Dortmund who we face in the final. If that were like a cup competition, I'd love to play it. As Bayern now after Ivan. Jeez, this guy's in demand. I can't believe this. We've got two powerhouses who will play in the Champions League as well in real life against each other, wanting Ivan's signature. This one I'm going to go 120 million on, because I know Bayern can just accept that, but they're not going to. 88, they're actually not even going to count for 100. That's a shame. I'll try and get more than PSG, because if not, I'll just sell him to PSG. 102.5, will they accept that? No, they're actually going to be stingy at Bayern Munich. They're not going to be the same as, of course, PSG was. So I'm just going to go a little bit over 100 million. Will they accept that? They do. It was a great coup from one of our scouts to try and look at him, and I'm glad we're getting all these bids, as he's broken down with PSG though, as Pope is wanted by Fulham. 25 million plus Harrison Reed, and that is one of the most stupid deals I've ever seen them try and make. He's literally just having you 5-1, finished above you in the Premier League, and now you're trying to sign him for less than his evaluation, and a 31-year-old player. Just go away. I also do consider them a little bit of rivals myself. As Chevalier is in goal for the last game. Lacey, although I don't want him, is going to be at right back. Howard, Bellis, Mitchell and Neil. Cantwell, McEwen, Hove and Maloney with McNamee and Semenyo. I've decided actually fitness is more important than this money, because of course we'll get 100 million anyway, so I'm just going to go and try and play a couple more players who are a little bit unfit. I think we'll get hammered by Dortmund, but I don't care. We can make signings afterwards with a little amount of money that we get. As we've got another letter though. It's Conde Al Salado, who's gone to Bayern Munich, he has decided on, as Cunningham's got an offer here. Cyril Bayaya and someone else in a swap deal. That's actually a decent player as well. 30-year-old 72 rated, but I kind of don't want him. I'm going to delegate without the player and just try and get him on a bid. Don't care too much for the fourth choice goalkeeper, as let's get a result, please, if we can. But of course, I don't expect anything against Borussia Dortmund, and it's 2-0. Antoine Griezmann and Mahoney with the goals. I'm not disappointed. I'm not. But now we move into transfer time before the first game against Dortmund with a little bit more money from that pre-season. And I've got 2 free agents here right on the list as well. New ones. I got rid of Nemecha and Baena, both found transfers. So I don't want to mess up on these two as the first one. Let's bring him in. Ricky J. Jones did excellent against us. We tried to sign him before twice. Once he was just too good for us, and the second time round he went to Sevilla. But looks like he's been released. Dropped a bit on potential as well, but I would love to have him here at Grimsby as maybe a rotational striker. We can let Jeff go if we get this guy in, but I just don't want to get his hopes up. Important. That's not what I wanted. Rotational, please take it. As no, he's not gonna. I just don't think I can offer you important, mate. Ricky J. Jones, I'm gonna reject you. How the tables have turned to be rejecting him as Frances as well. Alejandro Frances, same age but a defender this time, and I feel like defenders, I can offer more higher roles because we want more defenders in the club. And this guy's got significantly more potential than Stacey, who's 30-year-old. So I am willing to give an important. Another Spaniard coming in for the Spaniard who's just left in Ivan. So a 4-year contract I will accept. Now it's just on to disregarding the release clause, and that is a great wage. Alejandro Frances is the second player and another defender to join Grimsby Town. As I think this is the starting 11 we have now for Grimsby Town. Got Chevalier still in goal. I mean, this isn't the team we're going to be playing with, but Stacey, Ayahawal, Bellis and Kelly. I've stuck Frances still on the bench. We've got a very similar team to last season. No improvements apart from Kelly straight into the starting 11, so I want to try and change that. We've got 100 million to spend. However, we've got an offer here for Hove. It's 27 million from Atletico Madrid. And with us increasing and having the money to buy other players, I want to kind of be realistic and sell players when it's to higher up. So Johan Hove going to Atletico Madrid. It's on his evaluation, smack bang on the middle. His contract is up at the end of the year. I think I'm going to just let him go. Johan Hove, you have been a sensational player for us. Truly phenomenal. I will always miss you. But yeah, I'm going to let you live out your dream like I've just done Ivan. So that is hard to do, as I think we've got another youth player just come into the team. I've been looking at evaluations lately, and he had a good evaluation. Shane Galloway is a right back, 63 rated. We've just signed a right back, but of course it's going to take time for this guy to come through, and he looks really good for me. 63 rated at 15. Love it. And with the possibility of Johan Ho leaving, I think we need a like-for-like replacement. And this guy's stats are very similar. I know he isn't an improvement, of course, but he's in his prime as well. He's in Leganes. He needs bringing back to England. Josh Da Silva. I think he's really good for Brentford in real life. I am definitely not playing that release clause, as I want this guy into my team. I think in the middle with Pope, communication would be key. Of course, Christopher Ayer left on his own now as a Norwegian, the lone one, as we need to try and offer a good bit of money though. 25 million, I think that's acceptable for Josh Da Silva. I really do. 25 million. They want 35 though, so they're going to try and push the boat out to try and get me to buy this guy. I'm going to offer 32.5. Is that more acceptable? As it is. Josh Da Silva, first round done. He does want a crucial role. I'll accept that. I mean, he's going to get it now. Hove's gone. And I don't think Tommy Doyle can step up just yet. 4 years. I'll accept that one as well. Disregard the release clause. And 57. It's a high wage. But welcome back to England, Josh Da Silva. You are coming around to Grimsby Town. That's Kelly, him, and who else did I just sign? Frances, of course. 3 signings to the door. And an offer in for Hammerlinen straight after that buy. I think we're definitely going to accept that. Sporting Lisbon, bye-bye. You played good in the Championship for a little bit, but after that you just fell completely out the back end of my plans. As there's one more signing I've just thought of, I want to do. I hope he isn't at a big club, as Johan Hove, the saviour, leaves. And Pope, 33 million from Sevilla. I said I want to sell to higher up, but Brandon Pope's through Grimsby Town through and through. What am I saying? And I think there's another signing that I'm going to try and make here. I think I've got him on the list. Yes, I have. A couple of players on this list now, including Ricky J. Jones back on, but this is a player I wanted to get in. Joe Rodden, of course, at Spurs in real life. Really good potential. It looks like it dropped off a cliff here, but is it Palace who got relegated? 80 rated. Can link up with the Welshmen in our squad, like Brooks and Evans, the goalkeeper I want to bring in, and of course will link with the goalkeeper being a centre-back, so I think is a really good addition for us. We're going to offer 20 million to the relegated Palace team. As will they accept? No, they want Jack Stacey. They want Jack Stacey as part of the deal. Now, I don't want to get rid of him, especially in a player swap, but we have got Francis. That's a thinker, but I'm going to offer 23 above what I just offered. Hopefully they accept that, and okay, they do. So that's going to save us not having to get rid of one of our right backs who is going to start the season ahead of Francis. I'm not just going to throw him out to dry like that, as we're going to try and get this guy important. Okay, we'll accept that above Harwood Bellis. 2 years, I will accept as well. Got a player face now being at Tottenham. Love that from you, as we'll disregard that. And a good wage and appearance fee. So, Joe Rodden is the 3rd defender to join the Mariners this season, of course. Not altogether, as it's a pretty decent lineup, I think, right now. It's very similar in rating to the last one, but it is improved. Of course, Kelly. I mean, Ivan's a loss, but hopefully Rodden can step in there. Needs to get his pace up a bit. Aya looks sensational. Probably going to be my captain, I think, for next season. Oh, no. Let's give it to Dal, and I think that is actually the best choice. As we do edge closer to the next game, we've got another Toronto offer for Alvarado. That is very good, actually. Both Argentinians can go out on loan to the same club and still be together. So the Grimsby pairing going over to Toronto. Love that. Setting up a bit of a camp over there. As Harwood Bellis has got a transfer offer in right here. 30 million from ASSE Saint Etienne. And do you know what? I think Francis, who we've signed, can play centre-back as well. So Harwood Bellis, I did bring you in along with Tommy Doyle, but I just think you're lacking. You're lacking somewhere in the squad, and you've got, I think, a crucial role as 77 rated. So I am going to accept that from Saint Etienne. I don't know if it's over what we actually paid for him. I think it is, so that's good. As we've got another loan offer, not a loan offer, a scout report on Trevor Chalobah right there. I'm thinking about him, of course. Had a career before here, and I've got a lot more players still on the old scouting list, but I'm doubting they'll get back from before Watford, so that's a bit of a concern, but still not a concern, as Watford I don't think are the most like scary team to play, although we've not had as luck against them, as I hope the guy's deal does come back before the day, although I think it just did say maybe like on the 11th, so that's hard. Harwood Bellis does leave the club as well, as we need to get ready for the first game. It's already upon us on the 9th, as I've got all my press done, and this is the team we are going to start the season with. Let's make it a season to remember, shall we? Get away from relegation altogether, away from 15th, and try and kick on for a top half / mid-table finish with Chevalier in goal, Stacey, Aya, Rodon and Kelly in defence, with De Silva and Pope, so there's a lot of changes there. Brooks, Dowell and Cantwell, with Semenyo stay the same. So, wingers are more closer in. I want to see that work. I want to see the defence work and click straight away. No time to give respite. Let's go out and grab 3 points. And it's Vicarage Road. It's away for the first game. Didn't realise that, of course, against the Hornets. So, can we beat Ben Foster and the boys? He's probably not even there, but I'm still going to call it his team, as their lineup is as follows. It's Freddie Woodman in the goal. I expected that. Selik, Ampadu, Ogwene and Sunderman in the defence. Ishmael Assar still there. The Beauty, Hughes, Nandes and Larson, with Barrow and William Harper. Our old player still there. Was thinking about trying to go for him, but then again I thought Watford finished above us last year, and there is probably cheaper options out there when I'm trying to scout at the moment. And of course, Antonio Semenyo's done well. So last time out, it was a disappointing capitulation. Lost after being 2-1 up in like the last 10 minutes. This team, a hat-trick from Harper. So we need to try and be different here. Of course, it is a changed-up team though, so it's a little bit of a worry, but then something to be excited against. As De Silva with a pass straight off there to Dowell. Let's get forward up the field. It's Pope giving it on to David Brooks. A little back heel back into him. And now round to Semenyo. It's good keep ball. This really good passing. Captain Dowell needs to get past Ampadu there. Can he get a cut away? He cuts back. De Silva on the move. And oh, the last pass were wrong. However, it is a corner. Good move. I'll give it a good move even though the last pass was messed up as Kelly goes for it. Falls to Kieran Dowell on the edge of the box as Hughes does block it as well. Straight to Barrow, who's going to try and get away. God, I don't like Barrow, because I know they're keeping Grimsby in the relegation places in real life. The team, that is. As De Silva walking forward, gives it back to Kelly. The two signings linking up, as that's not a very good pass. And a man down in the middle of the park right there. We're going to still try and play on a bit, but no. Game stopped. Is that Sarr? It is. Ishmael Assar is down. And their highest rated and carrier, I think 88 rated now, is going to go off. So that's kind of good for us, but not for them. Kick straight to Chevalier. Let's see how it goes on. And the ball right there for... Oh, I don't know who it was. I think it was Barrow, but Chevalier with a save. I mean, the loss of their wingers not going to stop Watford from trying in front of the home fans. Let's get this out as well, please. Chevalier with a good save. He's on the deck. And it's drilled in low from Nandes to give Watford the lead in the first game. I knew as soon as Chevalier was on the floor that he stood no chance in saving that. And we're 1-0 down in his first fixture of the year. It's a corner that just causes problems. Still not good at defending set pieces as it's blasted straight in along the ground. It's a new defence, so we'll give them that, but I do not want to lose this game. If we're going to have a good season, we've got to start strong. So let's try and change it round, shall we? Todd Cantwell, you need a better year this year. As he's one-on-one with Ampadu. Needs to try and cut inside, does do, but the other defender comes across. Half an hour in, it's been an even game. But they've stood and took their chance when it came, as Doan has come off the bench now as well. And Kieran Dowell, he's been pretty decent in the start of this game. It's not his fault, the goal. And I don't really know who I blame. Maybe Chevalier for not catching it, as we've got a counter on here. Semenyo, is that Josh De Silva? It is, making a run through a gap. The Leganes man straight here into the danger, but Sunderman with a good header. Brooks to pass it back as well to Jack Stacey, who needs to try and get inside. Gives it to Semenyo. Can we get a run on there? We do, from Dowell, who shoots at a man. And it was in fact Todd Cantwell even, as Josh De Silva has another ball in the middle here. Takes a shot from range and scores! Josh De Silva with a thunderblast, and we are level. The new signing on his debut, who has replaced the very, very missed Johan Hove, may have just changed what I've just said. We might not miss him, because what a strike that is. It's a pass in the middle from, I think, yeah, Dowell, and it's through, men, straight past the keeper as well. Number 19 gets us back into it. I love this guy already. We don't get many goals from the centre of the field, and oh no, don't let them go in front of us. Oh, Chevalier's on his toes. That was really, really shocking from Christopher Ayer, as yeah, I was saying, we don't really get midfielders who score, apart from Dowell, of course, so that is a very, very pleasant surprise for me. As there's 1 minute stoppage time, I think it should be over though. Don't let them have this attack, as is that going to go out of play? It is. And that is the end of the half. 1-1 with Watford, and a thunderbolt to get us back into it. If we use the momentum that we hopefully should have after that goal, I think we should be fine. However, we need to change something definitely, so we definitely need to use it. We can't just settle for a 1-1 draw here. I mean, Watford are a good team, but I think we've improved. So let's try and snatch it. Barrow, though, on the ball, through to William Harper. Ayer tries to get a tackle, and it's Brun Larson tries to play a ball there. William Harper, though, and we do intercept it. Josh De Silva, oh, that's dodgy. Not as direct as you shot, as Barrow now has the ball. A good tackle, though, from Rodon. Love that from the Welshman, as it's going to stick in the centre for Pope as well to ping that out wide to Brooks, who needs to get more involved as well. As Semenyo, can he play it back to Brooks? He can. And Brooks, with a little run down the line, needs to get past Sunderman. Does a little bit. Gives it into Semenyo. Man in the box as Dowell. Good touch, but gives too much of it to the defender. However, counter-attacking football looks like it's going to go against us here. It's Doan with a cut inside. Gives it to Barrow. Block that in the near post, but Chevalier makes a good stop. And now we're in. And Watford still trying to come forward. It's an entertaining first game of the season, this. The neutrals will love it, as Rodon, very tall, blocks that with the head, and the shot isn't far away. And oh, that's a bad ping out from the defence. Straight to De Silva, who's, I think, been man of the match so far in this game. Great goal and great all-round work rate, as Brooks can't get onto that one. Just got to make sure we don't lose this game, although we do want to try and make sure we win it. As that's a good pass in the middle as well to Harper. Over the top to Larson. Is he going to keep that in? No, he in. And Brandon Pope to come forward right here. Gives it into David Brooks. Put that around the corner into Semenyo. He's got a run of Dowell. And De Silva making a good darting run through the middle. But it's made space for Todd Cantwell, who's took 2 good touches. Whip that in to Dowell at the back post. And it's a good defensive header. Sunderman, who's been great for Watford. But Brooks to keep it alive. In the middle to Pope. Get that across and oh, Popey. I think we are going to draw this first game, which isn't the worst. But of course, with the way we've played, I think we deserve better. There's a man down as well. Hate to see it running forward. There's another man on the deck right now, but I'm worried about the first one, as we're still going to try and attack, though. We're going to try and take the chance. Semenyo, really good touch. Round to Dowell, and Kieran Dowell could score here. 10 minutes to go. Kieran Dowell 1-on-1. Oh, and he's hit it with his left foot. That is shocking from him. It's Brandon Pope as well who's injured, so Tommy Doyle is going to come on. But that is absolutely shocking. Should have done better. I'm going to try and control Joe Rodon here from the corner as well, because I know his height. Can he replace Ivan with the headers? No, because it's a poor corner. Although Semenyo to try and keep it alive and can't. And there is another man down. It's William Harper this time. That's the third big injury of the game that's required a substitution, but of course them two for Watford are the ones who have actually stopped play, as that's a kick straight to Woodman. 5 minutes to go, and I think both teams take a draw with the way the players are dropping like flies. But we are going to try and push on for something. It's Tommy Doyle, just off the bench, in the middle to Dowell, who should have won the game moments ago. Gives it on to Todd Cantwell. Want more from him. Cuts inside. Can he get a pass off there into Semenyo? Good touch round. Semenyo puts it in the bottom corner. And we should be winning the first game of the season, in fact. It's Antonio Semenyo who picks up where he left off with a goal here at the Hawthorns. What a ball inside right there. Clinton Morris, come on now. As he puts it in the bottom corner past the keeper, Freddie Woodman. It's a great goal, and we may have nicked it courtesy of Josh De Silva and Antonio Semenyo. And I say nick it, we've deserved it. I just didn't think it was coming, and he definitely is the star in this team. As in the dying embers of the game, it's 2-1 us. Please, referee, put that whistle to your mouth. As, oh no, Watford with a little flurry here. Don't let them score with all the hard work we've put in us. Doan's actually going really far out wide as well. Gives it into Nandez, onto Kimwa in the middle now. De Silva with a tackle. Christopher Ayer to whack it out as far as Semenyo as the final whistle goes. And we have beaten Watford in the first game away. That's an improvement. Unlike the last game against them, we did not bottle it. And that is definitely something to build on. But then again, we've built on last season already. 3 points to start us off. And that first win takes us to 6, of course. It's only the start of the season. If we finish 6 at the end of this year, you don't know how amazed I'd be. Chelsea as well, losing the first game of the season. Man United and Liverpool doing the same in the drop zones as Arsenal. Aston Villa, who we play next. Everton, City, Spurs, and then us. Little Grimsby Town, bottom of League 2 in real life. 6 in the Premier League. That's what FIFA can do, I guess, as the new signing reports haven't come in just yet. I'm going to see the injury to Brandon Pope. Hopefully it isn't long. It's 5 days. We can stay calm, as yes, I am going to take this one game at a time, one signing at a time, as tomorrow we have more signings hopefully coming up. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of the episode. Like, comment, share and subscribe. A great first episode in my opinion. Strengthened the defence and done well going forward and won our first game. And of course, just enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you have a good Sunday. Stay safe in a bit, and I'll see you all later. Peace.